All right, good day, good day. I want to talk about a couple things. First of all, on the Pick 3 for SUG, if you go to support right here, all right, you're going to find this. Scroll down to right here, Book of Filters or Book of Filters selection. Go ahead and check this out. Um, it's easy to forget, if you're new and you want to learn what these filters are, look at this. You can pick whatever filter you want. You want to know what A tracks are? Go ahead now. You just let go of it. Now you can pick what you want to do it for. So pick 3. So it tells you exactly what A tracks are, gives you information, and you can do that for everything. All the filters, all the requested filters, all the member filters, my stuff, Daryl's, Cynthia's, everything's on here. You want to know what Cynthia AB box 2 is for pick 3? There you go. Now you know digit 0, A, 1, A, 2, B. See? Everything's set up for you. Really cool. The book of filters. And then if you go to this one here, the selection, now you can just click on it. So basic filters, common filters. So basic filters, even like boxed. Just click on that. Gives you obviously what boxed is, right? Pretty basic. Let's go to one of my filters. Let's see here. Let's do the single boxed pair patterns, what I'm always looking at, right? And we're going to do pick 3, and it gives you what those are. Okay, it shows you what is in each one of those groups. And I think you can even do more than that. Yeah, here's the pairs. So here you go. So group or pattern 10 holds these 3 right there. I got this so small I can't even see it. There you go. So this is really cool. Book of filters. You can go ahead and pick whatever you want. Really cool. I wanted to mention that again. It's easy to forget that this is here. Just click on the support. There's all kinds of cool stuff in here. And then also, I want to share, I am not ready yet to make a various group tracking too, because I want to be sure on what I want on in there. But I'm going to show you which blocks I have so you can back test yourself if you want. So here is, I'm going to set it up just like this. So it's just going to have the draw, the box draw, and then a few different filters, and then the time in between. But I'm trying to find ones that are very, very, they don't stay out long at all. Kind of like the 57 I've shown the other day, and then the 66 I showed the other day, like those. So I'm going to show you right now what those are. So right here is, now don't mind the color, that really is just me screwing around. So here are top blocks that don't stay out long. Okay. So you have the SBPRS and the STSRS pre. That's important. Pre combined, because this is a part of the straight tracking system. But if you switch it to pre, okay, this is where you get the 66 numbers. This one here gives you 35 alone, and then this adds in the rest of them. So these 66 hit a lot. I know that will be in that chart. And then this one here is my latest box system, and this is pre-sorted, of course, and it's the top 3 like I showed the other day. These are the 57. They hit a lot. Okay, now there's going to be a lot of the same numbers in each of these, but and then this one here is the ABC, AB, AAB, ABB of my V-track clusters. It's 112, so it's a lot of numbers, but there's a ton of doubles. So, that's interesting. And this one hits a lot because you're tracking all 3 of them. They don't go out long at all. Only a few draws and it hits. So if you see it out, whatever, a few draws in your state, it's coming back, and you can fish out of that pool and you will get a hit. And then this one here is the pre-AC of my V-track clusters. It's 50 numbers. This one here is the same situation, but it's the boxed version. Gives you 72 numbers. Okay, so you can look these up under the frequency charts and go ahead and backtrack like I was showing you I do on the other video. This one here is my system AC, and it's the AC, and then you do the A1C3, and it's the pre-ABC, so 64 numbers, and then there's 54 numbers, and if you do them combined, I think it's, what is that, 100 and just 100 and whatever, I can't add. And I ain't worried about any of these down here right now. But this one here, Top Cynthia, these here are really good too. These these are tracking. These are tracking her ABC. Okay, that's all it's tracking is the ABC. So it's the 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those are the ones that hit the most. Okay, out of all of hers, from what I've can tell just by looking at the distribution and the frequency charts. Let me show you an example. So if you go over to this and go down to, well, here, whatever, it doesn't matter where we are right now. Let's just go to Illinois, and we're going to drop her down to Cynthia, and we're going to go to ABC1. And there are a few I didn't pick. There's reasons why, but I'll show you. So let's go to ABC1, and we're looking for the ABC most recent draw, 8 years descending. That one there, look at that. See that? Now we are looking, I'll show you here. We are looking at 36 numbers. Now some of them are going to dominate more than others. 1280 to 860 is not the biggest gap, right? Like I said, if you look at Texas, you're going to see 2100. It's a better 2114. And you can see here, the ABC is actually all 14 draws. Now there's only 36 numbers in here, so I'm not expecting these to be hitting like every other draw or something like that. Like some of these other ones here, they don't stay out long at all. But these ones here can stay out a little bit longer. Okay, but some of these are going to hit more than others, I've noticed. Okay, like Cynthia. So if you look at this, let's go over to the ABC2. It's the same situation there. What was the next one I had on that list? There's a couple I skipped. 5 and 6, I skipped them because they didn't have, well, they just didn't hit. They don't hit that often. So like if you look at 3 here, look at 3, for instance, there's no real gap there. You see that? So let's look. I think 5 was a really good one. 21. There's a lot of going on there, though. I really don't like that one either. So I'm not saying I'm going to add these to my upcoming various chart thing. I'm just showing you what you can do looking at these. So that's kind of maybe a bad example because I wasn't going to talk about that. So forget these for now. Like I said, look at this one here, 112 numbers, ABC, AAB, and ABB. This is my V-track cluster, okay, boxed. So we're going to go to my V-track cluster boxed right here, V-track cluster boxed, ABC, okay? And then we're going to just keep it right on ABC. I got to make sure pre-ABC, it should be 112 numbers. Let's see, make sure it's the right one. Combining these top 3. That's what we're doing. Should be 112 numbers. Yep, 80 and then 32. So these 3. So watch this. So we're looking at these top 3. Okay. So instead of starting with 220, you can start with 112 and have like a high chance of winning, because look at 0 out 0. That means it hit. So you don't even, it doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter if this says 50 or this says 40 and this is 30, as long as one of them is low, right? So 0. And like I've done in other videos, you can just run through this. Oh, this one, here you go. Ohio. Oh, 5, since there's been a draw. There will be a hit in there. Go to Missouri. out 0. Kansas midday, 1, 2, 3. Florida midday, out 1. Arkansas, out 0. I know it's no surprise. There's 112 numbers in there. It's going to hit a lot. But, like I said, if it's out just a few, it's coming back, And see, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out which ones I want to do. Look at that. And I hit again. I mean, that's really powerful if you think about it, because you can combine it with other things too. So, and that's what I'm hoping to be able to see on a new various chart, having like a few of these on here and seeing, just like you can see now on this chart, or not. Yeah, I guess this one you could say the same thing. Like a lot of times when the power pair hits, it also hits with a high low, and that's can be very useful. How often does it throw across the whole thing like this? Not that often. I mean, you're only going to be getting this many numbers. So that obviously doesn't hit that often. But, doing 3 of them, doing 4 of them, that hits not that often, but you can see there, my volume just went like super high in my ear. There is actually a lot of those. Look how many times that hits. Every single time there's a 4 here. Just like my cluster things. Look at that. Lots of them, actually. And that starts you off with only this many box numbers. So this might be a good one to add to my thing. I mean, let's see here. 8. That could be a good one. I guess I don't need that because it's in here, but this is a good one to watch. 9. It'd be interesting to look at other states and look at the distribution chart, but I suspect this one you're going to start seeing some of those if you look around, seeing it out like 30 draws or something. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, 18. See, that's not what I'm looking for. I want something that's really consistent across all states. And from what I'm seeing, this one here is consistent. This one's consistent. This one's just consistent, yes, because there's a ton of numbers. And then these ones are, I'm not sure yet. These are the AC stuff. They do hit, but I don't know. I don't know about those ones yet. So that's why I want to make sure I have a couple really solid ones to follow. And then I'm going to make that filter. And then I'm going to just lay low on all this filter stuff and really bring it all together and get some wins. Because I've been just kind of like really not even been playing much, just kind of trying to do a really big setup here so that I can hopefully make some nice easy layups, right? And I'm fine with getting box wins. I'm fine with getting, $80 winners, consistently. I am totally fine with that. I'm happy with that. I don't need to win thousands of dollars and, get, I don't want to say greedy because that's what we are trying to do that, to win. So, but anyway, so that's what I am thinking. I just wanted to put this out there if you want to backtrack some of these to see how they're doing. You'll be pretty surprised how often they hit. Anything else I want to say? Let's take a look. Look at this one here, the AC tracking. I was thinking about dropping these 2 here into this filter here because this is the AC pre. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. And just looking at this too, how often do some of these hit together? And look at the low swing digit. I got to create that loophole. And I'm sticking with pick 3 right now. Pick 4, there's way too many variants going on. I'll say also looking at, I have not been playing Minnesota, which I want to kind of get back into that because you can win money on the front or back pair over there. And looking at Lotto-Goblin, he's actually done some pretty cool stuff over here as well. Let's see, load up the 200. Go ahead and flip this to box. So he's got a cool situation going here with his color coding too for the 64 pair sum. And you're looking at the pair sums here, looking at the 8 pair sums. I'm just seeing if there's anything in Minnesota, if anything's showing anything. And it's not. So I'm going to shut this video off for now. Go ahead and check these out if you want, and let me know if you have any good blocks of numbers that hit very consistently. When I say consistently, I'm thinking under, very consistently under 7 draws, and it comes back. That's what I'm looking for. It could be under 10, I suppose, but I'm really looking for that 3 to 6 or so, 7, and then it repeats, and it's consistent across all states, and just very consistent. So that way there's no of course you're going to have those ones that go 20 draws and stuff, but I'm saying for the most part, very consistent. So we can actually watch these things together, and you can see, how often they hit. So yeah. So have a good day. That's all I'm going to talk about for now.